Hello everybody, my name is V. Narendra Kumar and we are from NRK Academy, and today we have got this story called The Gnat and the Lion, and this is Aesop's stories, Aesop's tales retold by Leo Tolstoy. This is in the series Master Reading and Listening with Grammar Analysis. So when you read this story, I'll be helping you to read this story perfectly, and we'll have 400 stories, and this is one series in which we have Aesop's tales. So let's start the story. The Gnat and the Lion. It is G is silent there, G-N-A-T. The Gnat and the Lion. Gnat is a two-winged fly which resembles a mosquito. So we know that. The Gnat and the Lion. A gnat came to a lion. A gnat came to a lion. And if you notice, the sentence is very clear. You have an article, a gnat, the two-winged fly. Come becomes came in the past, right? So a gnat came. You can't say a lion. A gnat came to a lion. So there's a relationship there. A gnat came to a lion, comma, and said. Say becomes said in the past. So we got this sentence perfectly. A gnat came to the lion and said. A gnat came to a lion and said. See how the sentence becomes perfect. And now we have inverted commas, so that means it is a dialogue, direct speech. Do you think that you have more strength than I? Do you think? Do is always. It's a structure, simple present tense, which it's a question here, and it means do you always think? So always is not that. Do you think is one sentence. That is a linking word there. Notice. Do you think that you have more strength than I? So more and than comes together. I have more money than you. So do you think that, linking word, you have more strength than I? Do you think that you have more strength than I? Yes. You are mistaken! Exclamation mark. So he's already declaring it. You are mistaken. You are mistaken. This is a passive voice. You are mistaken. You are not right. You have made a mistake. What does your strength consist in? What does your strength consist in? What is what? Does your strength consist in? In is the preposition here. It's a question mark. Is it that you scratch with your claws? Is it that is a linking word? You scratch with your claws. With is a linking word again there. So if you notice, that and with are linking the words. Notice, is it you scratch your claws? Is it that you scratch with your claws? And again is a linking word. Gnaw. G-N-A-W is biting, slowly biting. Gnaw with your teeth. It's a question. Now it's very clear. Is it that you scratch with your claws and gnaw with your teeth? That is the way the women quarrel with their husbands. I am stronger than you. If you wish, let us fight. I am stronger than you, colon, if you wish, let us fight. Colon is like the dialogue. And the gnat sounded his horn and began to bite the lion on his bare cheeks and his nose. And the gnat sounded his horn like that. And began to bite the lion on his bare cheeks and his nose, right? And the gnat sounded his horn and began to bite the lion on his bare cheeks and his nose, the lion's nose. The lion struck his face with his paws and scratched it. The lion struck his face with his paws. Paws is his hands, and scratched it. Start scratching it with his claws. Claws is the hand, the nails. He tore his face until the blood came and gave up. He tore. Tear becomes tore, which means he tore it. He made it into pieces, like he cut it, like he tore his face until the blood came and, linking word, gave up. The gnat trumpeted for joy. Trumpeted for joy. Trumpeted means like he starts that's making that sound. That gnat trumpeted for joy, and linking word, fly flew, simple past, away. Then he became past. entangled in a spider's web. Entangled means caught up. He got caught, trapped. Entangled means you can't get out. Entangled. Then he became entangled in a spider's web. Apostrophe S. A spider's web, and the spider began to suck him up. The gnat said, I have vanquished the strong beast, the lion, and now I perish from this nasty spider. And this very powerful, harsh story about who is stronger and who is weak, we can never know. It's a wonderful story if you carefully see the inner meaning of this great master Greek storyteller, classic storyteller actually, Aesop. The gnat and the lion. Now let's see if we have got this story perfectly. A gnat came to a lion and said, Clear, do you think that you have more strength than I? Clear, you are mistaken. What does your strength consist in? Clear, is it that you scratch with your claws and gnaw, bite with your teeth? That is the way the women quarrel with their husbands. I am stronger than you. If you wish, let us fight. And the gnat sounded his horn and began to bite the lion on his bare cheeks and his nose. The lion struck his face with his paws. And scratched it with his claws. He tore his face until the blood came and gave up. The gnat trumpeted for joy, making a big noise, and flew away. Trumpeted here means like successfully making that noise, and flew away. Fly becomes flew in the past, then he became his past. Entangled. He became entangled, caught up in a spider's web. Web is, the whole thing, threads it makes a spider. And the spider began to suck him up. The gnat said, I have vanquished the strong beast, the lion, and now I perish. Perish means die from this nasty spider. Nasty means horrible spider. Nasty spider, mean spider, the nasty spider. See how beautiful this is. Now see, we can go very fast. Gnat came to a lion and said, do you think that you have more strength than I? You are mistaken. What does your strength consist in? Is it that you scratch with your claws and gnaw with your teeth? That is the way the women quarrel with their husbands. I am stronger than you. If you wish, let us fight. And the gnat sounded his horn, made the sound, and began to bite the lion on his bare cheeks and his nose. The lion struck his face with his paws and scratched it with his claws. He tore his face until the blood came and gave up. The gnat trumpeted for joy and flew away. Then he became entangled in a spider's web, and the spider began to suck him up. The gnat said, I have vanquished. Vanquished means defeated, the strong beast, the lion, and now I perish means die from this nasty spider. And that completes this beautiful story. See, if you notice, when we understood every word, when we made a proper grammar analysis, when we sucked out the meaning almost, and then read it smoothly, how beautiful it sounded, isn't it? That is reading. Thank you so much. We'll have another story in the next video.